Yo, welcome back to another video, guys. We're gonna be breaking on UFC 316, which will be taking place next week. We got Sean O'Malley taking on Dvalishvili. A rematch. I mean, there really isn't anyone else in the top five right now at bantamweight they can give the title shot, I guess, because Umar is coming off injury. He's injured, so and Peter Young's actually fighting. I think he's fighting Marcus McGee. So we'll see how that matchup goes. Because I did want to see Peter Young versus Sean O'Malley, or I wanted to see Sean O'Malley taking on Umar Nurmagomedov before he got that rematch against Marab. But I guess this guy has white privilege, so they're gonna give him that instant rematch, which is okay, I guess. I was kind of hating on this matchup a couple weeks back, but now that we're only like a couple days away from this fight, I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see if Sean O'Malley can make any adjustments. Can he fix that takedown defense? Can he keep this fight on the feet? We'll find out next week. And in the co-main, we got Kayla Harrison taking on Juliana Peña. Most of the time, guys, I'll just be honest with you guys. Most of the time, I just forget about women's bantamweight, that it even exists. But I guess we're gonna find out who's gonna be the next bantamweight champion, which they probably should just get rid of 135. The only girl that I care about at this weight class is Norma Dumont, and you guys probably know why. I like watching her fight. She has a big dump truck, which is probably like the only reason I like watching her fight. But obviously we'll see who's gonna win this fight, and I'll probably do a deep dive for you guys. These aren't really my type of girls, like Kayla Harrison, Juliana Peña. I mean, I'd probably have to be like 10 shots in to do something with these girls. I mean, but we'll break down the fights later, guys. Let's take a look at this main card. Kelvin Gastelum taking on Joe Pyfer. This matchup was supposed to take place on the Mexican card, Mexico City. I think it's a Moreno versus Steve Erceg card. But as you guys know, Joe Pyfer had a anxiety attack or food poisoning. I think he had food poisoning, so they're gonna run it back. They're gonna run it back on this pay-per-view card, which is probably better for Joe Pyfer. He's gonna get more people watching this fight. I mean, also better for Kelvin Gastelum. I guess they really want to see this fight, the UFC. I don't really care about this fight that much. I mean, I don't know. Well, what is this gonna do? I guess Kevin Gastelum is an interim champion, former UFC interim champion, middleweight champion. So I guess this would be a good matchup for Joe Pyfer, based on that. But yeah, we got Vicente Luque taking Kevin Holland. I'm actually happy that Kevin Holland isn't moving up to 185 anymore, or like fighting at 205, because he does a lot better down at 170 at welterweight. So I'm really happy. We've done really well in Kevin Holland's last like 8 fights. We are like 8-0 on his predictions, his last 8 fights, and I like him a lot more at down at welterweight. He does so much better, and we'll see how this matchup plays out. We got Patchy Mix making his UFC debut on the main card. He's gonna be opening up the main card against Mario Bautista. Good for Mario Bautista. I respect Mario Bautista for taking this fight. Maybe he didn't really have a choice, maybe. But if he is able to go out there and beat Patchy Mix, I think he's probably gonna gain a lot of new fans, because Patchy Mix is a champion over there. He was a champion at Bellator, and yeah, he was a champion at Bellator, double champion I think in Bellator. And so should be a good matchup here. This is probably like one of the matchups that I'm really looking forward to. I want to see how good Patchy Mix is gonna look, because he hasn't fought in over a year, and well, he hasn't been getting fights over there in PFL Bellator. So I'm happy that now he's a free agent, that he got signed by the UFC. Good for Patchy Mix. He's only 31 years old. He's not like you guys remember the other guy that fought, Yair Rodriguez. He was like 37, made his UFC debut at 37 years old. So good for Pitbull, yeah. So I'm happy that Patchy Mix still in his prime. We'll see how he fares up against Mario Bautista. We got Joshua Wang obviously taking on Bruno Silva. This is a ranked matchup here, so it should be fun matchup here. I like watching Bruno Silva. I like watching Joshua Wang. We also got Ariane Lipski taking on Kong Wang. I've been kind of a Kong Wang hater. If you guys been watching my videos for the past couple of years, No, we'll see how he looks in this matchup. This is probably not a bad matchup for Lipski also, because this is a striker versus striker matchup. She has been losing to girls that want to take her down, can out grapple her, wrestle her. So we'll see how that matchup goes for Lipski. And obviously, we got Waldo Cortes-Acosta fighting for the number 10 ranking is Saragih Spivac. We'll see how that one goes. We got Yu Sang Wu, Joe Sang Yu Yo. Okay, I apologize, guys. I apologize for these pronunciations because I watched the tape, then I hear them pronounce the name. Then when I'm like, when I think I got the name pronunciation right, then I come on here, I do the breakdown, then I butcher, absolutely butcher it. So I apologize for that. But we got Joe Sang Yo, Yo Sang Yo. I think I finally got it. He's gonna be taking on Jacob Saragih. He is making his UFC debut. He's been fighting over there in Korean Zombies promotion. So I think this is gonna be a good matchup for him. And we also got as members of Murzakanov. He hasn't fought in so long, man. Like I'm happy that I hope he stays on this card, man. I really hope he stays on this card because he was supposed to fight. I think he was supposed to fight Johnny Walker. Yeah, he's supposed to fight Johnny Walker, or was he supposed to fight Johnny Walker? I think he's supposed to fight Johnny Walker or like someone like that, a ranked guy up at light heavyweight, and that fight got canceled because he got sick or something. So he's going to be taking Brenton Ribeiro. Brenton Ribeiro is dangerous. Obviously, he's 28 years old. He's coming off a win over that contender series guy Dion Nerzuze. Got him in a Kimura submission second on. That was nice of him to get that finish there. This is going to be a fun, exciting fight. It's probably going to end up in a finish. Let's break down this fight, guys. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, man. It really goes a long way with the YouTube algorithm if you guys all hit the like button and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 4K subscribers by end of this year, so we can probably get there if you guys all subscribe. And now and also join Discord. We have a really good Discord community. We almost got like 500 people in Discord. And we got NBA, soccer, everything over there, like football, gaming. Like we got everything in Discord. It's free, so make sure you guys join the Discord. And yeah, last pay-per-view card was really good for us. We made some money on the last pay-per-view card. I've been struggling on those Vegas Apex cards because these fighters have really low fight IQ. So I'm happy that hopefully we can make some money on this card. Now let's break down this fight, guys. We got Gustafsson. He was supposed to be fighting on the last card at the Apex, and Giles got sick, I guess. He just didn't want to fight apparently, or he also probably had an anxiety attack like Macy Barber. I'm not sure what the exact reason was, but now he's taking on Chaos Williams, who's taking this fight on short notice. Gustafsson is making his UFC debut. Obviously, Chaos Williams has been here for way longer. He has like over like, I don't know, he has like over like 5 fights in the UFC now. Like probably like 6 or 7 fights in the UFC by now. He's been here for like 5 years. And obviously we know what Chaos Williams is good at. He's got powerful right hand, overhand right, and he has pretty good takedown defense. But I don't think he's like the most technical striker. Like he's not really going to be pumping the jab out there consistently. He's going to be looking for those one hitter quitter. And obviously Gustafsson, he's a Greco-Roman wrestler, and he can wrestle. He can clinch. We've seen him clinch on the contender series against Pat Pidlick. Obviously Pat Pidlick is not at the level of Chaos Williams. But I am gonna go with Gustafsson here, guys. I'm gonna take the underdog on this one. Chaos Williams, obviously, if you can land that big overhand right, you can knock him out. But Chaos Williams is pretty hittable. He almost lost, or I think he did lose to Ronaldo Bedoya, but they gave him the win there because they're fighting in the States. And they gave him the win there. But I think Bedoya won that fight. And then obviously knocked out Carlson Harris, who's like really chinny. And he knocked out Miguel Baez. I was like, I don't even know who that is anymore. Like Miguel Baez is like old news at this point. I'm gonna go with Gustafsson here by decision. I don't know. Does he knock him out, man? Chaos Williams has a chin on him though, so maybe he doesn't knock him out. But I'm gonna go with Gustafsson by. I mean, he has all wins by KO, so I think he could probably cage push him, land some clinch strikes. But obviously, Chaos Williams probably the more technical striker. He does throw leg kicks, and has pretty good footwork also. But I'm gonna go to Gustafsson. I think he can get it done. Next fight on the card, we got Marco Mederos taking on Choinski. Mederos was also another guy. He was supposed to compete last week against Bolazioki, if you guys remember. And what happened there? I think Mederos, yeah, he got sick. So he got sick. I watched the interview that he did with someone on Instagram earlier this morning. I think it was this morning or last night. And he got sick. He said he was sick, so he couldn't fight on that card. That's why he's fighting this week. So he's been in camp. He's prepared. Choinski is taking his fight on short notice, I think, because I don't think he knew that he's gonna be making his UFC debut. He hasn't fought in contender series, so he's coming right to the UFC. And I've known about this guy. He's got good grappling, good jiu-jitsu. He has a lot of variety of submissions in his arsenal. But I think Medeiros is gonna be able to defend those takedowns early, and he's going to be the far better striker, way, way, way better striker than Choinski. And I'm going to go with Medeiros by KO TKO. I think he can put him away. So we're going to go Medeiros by KO TKO, and we'll probably go second on. I think he can put him away. But obviously Medeiros, we have seen him in trouble. He can get out grappled a bit. He has shown that he doesn't make a lot of mistakes down there. Obviously, I don't think Austin Hubbard has the jiu-jitsu like Choinski. So if Choinski is able to get his back and get that body triangle in, maybe he can capitalize on that mistake of Medeiros makes a mistake, leaves his chin down there, up there. But I trust Medeiros. We bet him over Austin Hubbard. I had 3 units over there. Bet him over Len Quinones in a parlay with Nasruddin Imavov and Telly Silva. And he cast for us there. Cast as plus 130 over Isai Saka on Contender Series, who I do think has better wrestling than Choinski, but probably not the same level of jiu-jitsu as Choinski. So he's fought this stylistic matchup before, and I trust him. He's training over there at MMA Lab. So I'm gonna go Medeiros by KO TKO. Next fight on the card, we got Quillen Salkilld taking on Ashmouz. Good matchup here. Obviously, Salkilld coming in as a hefty favorite here in this matchup against Ashmouz, who's fighting out of Israel. And Ashmouz, we actually bet the over 2.5 rounds in the Trevor Peak fight. And I like Trevor Peak. I wanted to see him win, so I did pick Trevor Peak over him. And I did pick I think I did pick Duncan, or did I pick? I think I did pick Duncan over him, or maybe I picked I can't remember who I picked there. I was like, these like Chris Duncan and Ashmouz, I just can't get them right because they're like really unpredictable. He knocked out Sam Patterson before Sam Patterson moved up to 170 because his chin wasn't there down cutting all that weight because he's like really long and rangy, really tall for 155. So I'm happy that he's actually fighting at welterweight now. Obviously, this guy can wrestle. We've seen him wrestle against Trevor Peak. Trevor Peak has no grappling, though. Let's be honest. He's not really the cleanest striker either. His game's just not really complete at all. I do think Salkilld is going to be able to grapple with him. He can defend takedowns. He's probably the better. I think he has better jiu-jitsu overall. He's going to be way bigger, taller, lankier. Ashmouz is going to have to close that distance. He's almost at a 7-inch reach disadvantage here. That could be a problem for, I'm going to go with Salkilld by decision. I think he can, outstrike him. Can he knock him out? I'm not really sure because Ashmouz has shown pretty good durability. Okay, what am I saying? Durability. He has shown pretty good chin. I mean, my bad. I'm not gonna edit this video, but so far he has shown pretty good durability. So I think we could see this one going longer. Obviously, Salkilld can maybe catch him in a submission. I could also see. I'm gonna go submission. Actually, let's go submission. I think you can catch him in a submission. I can see him lighting him up on the feet, outstriking him, then shooting takedowns on him, which could be his mistake, right? Because Salkilld, slick grappler, really good front chokes, and if he takes your back, you're gonna be in huge trouble. So let's go Salkilld by a second on submission. Next fight on the card, guys, we got Murzakanov taking on Brenton Ribeiro. Brenton Ribeiro, obviously a really dangerous fighter. He's only 20 years old. Murzakanov on the other side, 36 years old. He's kind of getting up there, man. But light heavyweight, these guys, I mean, age isn't really like the biggest factor at these higher weight classes, like heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight. If you're like fighting down at 170 and under, I think that age plays a big factor because then you don't have the speed anymore. And Murzakanov, obviously, like a really high level kickboxer. He's shown pretty good takedown defense so far in the UFC. We picked him over. We bet him over Manyfield at minus 180. That was a absolute steal. And we took him over Justin Jacoby, and he did beat Justin Jacoby, knocked him down like every round. Then he was tired in the third round, obviously, because he's trying to get that finisher with Jacoby. Jacoby was able to survive the knockdowns, and he obviously knocked out Devin Clark. He was losing to Defon Chukwi, I remember, before he got that flying knee knockout in that third round. Here I feel like here, man, Murzakanov is obviously like the way better kickboxer, way cleaner, more precise, sharper, has better striking defense, has shown better durability so far. Ribeiro's dangerous, man, so I'm probably not gonna bet Murzakanov at minus 600. I'm not sure if I'm gonna parlay him at those odds, man, because that's kind of crazy. Minus 600 for a light heavyweight fight against a guy like Ribeiro, who's dangerous, who can make something happen, maybe. So I'm probably gonna steer clear from Murzakanov at this line, but he's gonna be my pick. I'm gonna go KO. Let's go KO first round for Murzakanov. I think you can put him away. Yeah, 95% going with by KO for Murzakanov. Ribeiro, I mean, maybe sprinkle Ribeiro by like some like submission or something. I mean, maybe you can make something happen. Like, but I think Murzakanov is gonna win this fight. I don't think losing to Ribeiro. And he's already fought some high level guys in the UFC. Jacoby, Manyfield. I mean, Manyfield really isn't. let me not say he's high level. I don't think Manyfield's like that high level, but he's okay. He's not too bad, and probably has like the same type of striking like technique as Ribeiro. Ribeiro's gonna have a over 11-inch reach advantage here, so that could be a problem maybe. But Murzakanov, he's gonna be the one pressuring forward. He's not really the one backing up in his fights, so I think that reach advantage shouldn't be too much of a problem. But Ribeiro is obviously always dangerous, so be careful if you're parlaying Murzakanov at these odds. And I can't believe anyone taking Ribeiro at those plus 400, plus 500 probably by fight night. So maybe a sprinkle Ribeiro by first, second unfinished, or Ribeiro ITD. Maybe he can catch him with something crazy that could happen in this MMA fight. 4-ounce gloves, anything can happen in this game. Let's move on. Next fight on the card. We got Jo Sang-yo taking on Jacob Saragih. Jacob Saragih, really disappointing by his last fight against Wilson. He had Wilson hurt badly in the first round, knocked him down like twice. Then he ran into that triangle. Like, come on, Jacob Saragih. How much of a can are you, really? He knocked out Lucas Alexander, who's like terrible. I mean, I've been saying for a long time now that Lucas Alexander is an absolute fraud. And we faded him against Bogdangrad. We faded him against Jacob Saragih. I think I did, or maybe I can't remember who I picked there. But I do like betting the fight doesn't go the distance in Jacob Saragih fights, because the way he goes out there and fights, he's not trying to see the scorecards. Either he's going out there winning or he's losing. He's hardly ever going the distance in any of his fights. So I do like that because you know that we're gonna get action here. And Jo Sang-yo, I like this guy, man. He's fighting out of he's been fighting out of John B's promotion for the past like 4 fights. And he's complete. He can wrestle, he can grapple, he's got really good striking, really good power, a good chin. So he's got this covered, man. He's gonna if he can even get a submission here. I think he can. I think knockout is probably live also, but that's also like if he's gonna strike with Jacob Saragih can maybe land something also. But if he takes him down, I think it's like easy submission for Jo Sang-yo, and I hope he takes him down. He watches his tape. If he watches tape on Jacob Saragih, like unsure took him down over and over, beat him up on the ground. And Jo Sang-yo has way better ground and pound than my boy Anso Jubli, the goat, the lion, the king of lions. I mean, I think that's actually his nickname, King of Lions. But yeah, let's go Jo Sang-yo, first round KO, under 1.5 rounds. Bet the hell out of the under 1.5 round. This fight's not seeing going past the 7 minutes. Next fight on the card, we got Sergey Spivac taking on Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Man, I'm gonna go Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Sergey Spivac, obviously, like he's training over there, and he's been looking pretty good now. But he was only losing to Cyril Gahn and Jailton Almeida, so those aren't terrible losses. So he should be the favorite here. But I just got the sneaky feeling that Waldo can pull this one off. I really do, man. I really do. I really think he can break him. I think he can. We have seen Waldo get taken on before, getting out grappled by Marcos. That was like over 2 years ago. And I'm sure he's been working on that grappling now. Hasn't really fought anyone at the level of Sergey Spivac though, other than maybe Rogerio de Lima. That was 2 years ago, and I think he's getting better at this point. So is Spivac, but Spivac is kind of a quitter. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. I think he's kind of a quitter. I've seen him quit before. We took him over. No, we did take Joel Tomato. We bet the under 1.5 round there. That did cash for us. He was doing okay against Joel Tomato early on, but Almeida is actually like a light heavyweight who fights at heavyweight now. He is obviously better in the grappling than Waldo Cortes-Acosta. So I don't disagree with the odds favoring Spivac here, but I'm going to go with Waldo. I hope he can defend those takedowns early, and he's going to be the better striker, and I think he has more power on the feet than Spivac. Next fight on the card, we got Ariane Lipski de Silva. I mean, holy shit, how do you have a 4-letter name? Taking on Kong Wang. I mean, this is like the battle of the names here. Kong Wang, I've been a Kong Wang hater. She let us down over Fernandez. I didn't bet her there. Did I bet her there? I don't think I bet her there. But that was crazy. The fact that she was like showboating out there, and I don't see she looked that good over Bruna Brazil. Because like there wasn't, she should have put away Bruna Brazil. And obviously they're trying to give her favorable matchups now. All these girls, they're strikers. They're not really giving her someone like Craney Silva. I think they should have probably done Craney Silva versus Kong Wang to like see how good her grappling really is. But obviously Kong Wang is a kickboxer. C5 Valentina Shevchenko, like way back in the day, and that's their claim to fame in MMA. But Lipski, she's been struggling against girls that can grapple, that can take her down over and over, make her work on the ground. That's obviously not good for Lipski. But I'm gonna go Lipski by, I don't know, man. I feel like Lipski can pull this one off. I know the UFC really wants Kong Wang to win here. They want to build that market over there in China. I'm gonna go Lipski by decision. I think she can pull this one off, but I think she can land more volume. She's got power. Lipski has power on the feet. We did pay. I've done pretty well in Lipski fights. We took Justice there. We took Green Silva there. We took Case. We actually took Lipski over Casey O'Neill. We took her over Melissa Gatto, and then we took her over Aldridge. I think I did pick Aldridge there. Never mind, I did pick. So I'm actually like 4-1 in her last 5 fights. Kong Wang, I'm actually like, I think I'm like 0-2 or like 1-2 in her last 3 UFC fights. So I'm gonna go with Lipski, big underdog pick. We'll see what happens next week. But I'm just a Kong Wang hater, I guess. I'm not really a big fan of Kong Wang. We'll see what happens next week. I mean, this week, not next week. All right, guys, let's move on. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the breakdown right now. And let's break down this next fight. This is the featured fight on the prelims. We got Bruno Silva taking on Joshua Wang. Joshua Wang coming off a pretty good win over Ray Sudoria. And that was a really impressive performance. He was able to defend all takedowns from Ray. I think he only got taken on like once in the second round. So even when he was taken on, he was able to get back up. And he has really good get-up game. He's not the biggest guy for this weight class. He's only 5'5", but Bruno Silva's only 5'4". So these guys are like really short at this weight class. His only loss was to Charles Johnson, which a fight that was like 1-1 heading into that 3rd round. Then he got caught with the nasty uppercut by Charles Johnson, who knocked him out. That was a pretty brutal KO. But then other than that, he's looked pretty good. Knocked out Felipe Bunes, who did take the fight on short notice, to be fair, but he did put him away. Edgar Chavez win is really good. Durden win is really good also. He beat him up every round. That fight was not close. And he's been looking really good. All 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. I think that fight was actually like, I think that was at UFC Noche. That was an absolute war. I did pick Chavez there as like plus 200 underdog, and he had moments there. He almost hurt. He actually had Joshua Van rocked. I think it was a late second on, early second on, but he couldn't like capitalize. Then he was getting taken on. So that's the thing, right? Joshua Van, he's got a good fight IQ. He'll mix in takedowns if he's like not things aren't really going well for him on the feet. But over here in this matchup, he's gonna be the far better boxer. I mean, a way better boxer. He's gonna win. Does he finish Bruno Silva? Probably not. Silva is really tough, man. So I'm gonna go Joshua Van by decision. Can he put him away, man? Like he could, because Bruno Silva doesn't really have like he's tough as hell. I mean, it's not easy knocking him out. Even the Manol Cap. I mean, I think Manol Cap actually like kicked him in the cup or something like that before that stoppage. That was kind of bullshit. Let's be honest. But yeah, even the Corey Durden was like outboxing him every round and like beating him up. Then he got caught because Durden is kind of just is a bit chinny. He's not really even known for his striking either. Josh Van is actually known for his boxing. Give me Van by I'm gonna say maybe like a third round. Let's go third round KO. Third round. I think you can like break him later. All right, guys. Let's break down the main card now. We got obviously Patchy Mix making his UFC debut on this pay-per-view card, and I know the UFC they want him to win here. There's a reason they put him on the main card. Probably also because they're paying him a ton of money to fight in the UFC, and good for Patchy Mix. I have been betting on him in Bellator. We bet him Magomedov. That was a rematch. I don't think he won that fight. Let's be honest. I'll keep it 100 with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think he won that fight, but they did give it to him. It was close enough, but I did think Magomedov was landing the better shots almost every single round. But he wasn't really able to like control Magomedov. Magomedov has really good takedown defense, so there's no shame in that. He did submit Magomedov early, like a few years back, knocking out Rufian Stotts. I actually bet him by ITD. I'm also happy I didn't bet the submission there because I would have been sick to my stomach if like because I did not expect him to knock him out like that because he was like submitting everyone else and then he goes out there and knocks him out with a flat like a nice knee up the middle that Stotts didn't see coming, and Stotts has only been knocked out two times, and one of them was by Rob Dawes, who will lead the bantamweight champion, and the second time was by Patchy Mix. And obviously he subbed Sergio Pettis, who's actually like pretty good. I mean, Sergio Pettis isn't bad. Bautista, we know what Batista's good at. He's a long and lanky striker, has good cardio, and he's been getting it done, man. I mean, he's been getting some finishes here and there. He's been struggling in some of these fights. Struggled against Damon Blackshear, which isn't bad. I mean, Blackshear is a good fighter, and he did lose the first round against Ricky Simone. He was knocked down early. Ricky Simone caught him early in the late first round, knocked him down. Then he got back up and he was able to. He did get taken out. He was getting out controlled by Ricky Simone in some moments in that fight, but Simone just wasn't able to get a submission or like make control him for the entire round. So Bautista was able to get back up, outstrike Simone because he had better kickboxing, better leg kicks, body kicks from range. And Jose Aldo, obviously, we all know what happened there. Jose Aldo was my lock of the week there, and I think Jose Aldo won that fight based on damage, but obviously was able to control moments of that round by clinching, cage pushing, which is why all the fans they don't like him anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Patchy Mix. I do think Patchy Mix is just a lot better in all areas of the game that Bautista has been able to use on some of these against some of these fighters over there in his past few fights. And I think Patchy Mix can get that submission. I think he will be able to get that submission or knockout. I think he could get a knockout also, honestly. But I'm gonna go submission. Like, let's go submission. Patchy Mix submission. Second on. All right, guys. Let's break down Kevin Holland fight. This dude's fighting every couple of months. He fought 2 months ago, literally. Now he's back. He's taking on Vicente Luque, who is coming off a win over Demba Garimbo. I mean, that was a good win. He did knock him down early. He had sub him right away. Demba Grimbo, one-trick pony, wrestler, grappler, not really much of a strike. I mean, he has, I guess he knocked out on Pete Rodriguez, who should have never fought at 170. But he lost to Walking Buckley. I did bet him there for Walking Buckley, but that was just a bad matchup for him. Obviously, Buckley is an absolute tank down at welterweight. He did out grapple Rafael dos Anjos. I made a ton of money on that fight. I mean, he was a plus 110 underdog over Rafael dos Anjos. I knew dos Anjos was gonna struggle. I didn't expect Luque to like come in with the wrestling game plan, but I guess he did that because those brain bleeds. Luque Vicente brain bleeds Luque. I mean, that should be his new nickname. But I like Luque, man. I like Luque a lot, but I don't think he's winning this fight. He's gonna have to like take him down, sub him in the first round. If he's not able to submit him, he could sub him though, because that's the thing. Like Vicente Luque has nasty jiu-jitsu, and he's dangerous, obviously on the feet also. But do I see him knocking down Kevin Holland? Not really. He's gonna have to take him down, clinch him, road wrestle Kevin Holland, and 170. I feel like Kevin Holland, he was getting taken on by Gunnar Nelson, but he almost knocked Gunnar Nelson out in the first round, which he should have. That fight should have been stopped. And I was sick to my stomach they didn't stop that fight because I had the KO for Kevin Holland and the under 2.5 rounds. But some of these referees are like so like they have an IQ below 50. So what are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do with those referees? But yeah, that fight should have been stopped. But Gunnar Nelson was able to take him down in some moments and look for summations. He couldn't sub him. And I do think Luque has better jiu-jitsu than Nelson. And he's still in his prime. I mean, he's only 33 years old. But I think Kevin Holland's gonna knock his ass out. Honestly, I think he knocks him out in the first or second round. Give me Holland by KO TKO. And let's go first round. I think you can put him away. I mean, Luque is tough though. Luque is really tough because Jeff Neal to like the third round to knock him out. And I bet a ton of money on Luque there over Jeff Neal. So I was like, you can probably like I should have known that Jeff Neal has like really good takedown defense, and it's not easy taking him down. So let's do some memory math. Kevin Holland knocked out Jeff Neal way back in the day. Jeff Neal absolutely took Luque's soul in that fight, and Luque hasn't really been the same anymore. He did look really good against Demba Grimbo, obviously, but I think Kevin Holland knocks him out early. Next fight on the card, we got Kelvin Gastelum. I was gonna say Kevin Gastelum, but it's actually Kelvin Gastelum. I always say Kevin. I always forget the L in there. But we got Joe Pyfer, obviously body bags Pyfer, salty Pyfer, sodium Pyfer. I mean, how many other nicknames are there? But anyways, I like Joe Pyfer obviously in this fight. I do think he's the better. At this point, he's gonna be more physical. Kevin Gastelum, he used to fight at middleweight. He also used to fight at welterweight, and I think he's a welterweight. I don't think he should be fighting up at 185. And he has lost fights at 185. Whitaker lost, Kenner lost, Sean Brady lost isn't bad at all. I mean, there's no shame in that one. Obviously, he did look pretty good at that 170. He actually made weight there. And Kevin Gastelum, I mean, can he win this fight? I feel like I don't even know if I can pick him though. Because Joe Pyfer, he hits harder, and he's gonna be. He can probably even like take him down and like fall back on the wrestling game plan if he has to, right? Because he's training over there at and Philly. Those guys like Sean Brady and those guys. So that should be the game plan, right? Take him down, make him grapple, get him tired. Because Kevin Gastelum has a chin on him, he can land a ton of volume on the feet, and he has a path to victory here if he's able to like keep it on the feet and take all the big shots from Joe Pyfer early and like land more volume at Jim every round pretty much. Joe Pyfer, this is only 3 rounds though, but I'm gonna go Joe Pyfer by decision. I don't think he's finishing Kevin Gastelum. All right, guys. Next fight on the card, we got Juliana Peña taking on Kayla Harrison. I mean, this is the 135 title fight. Like I was saying earlier, most of the time I just forget about this weight class altogether. But we got Kayla Harrison. She's favored by like minus 700. I mean, those odds are pretty ridiculous. So let's be honest. But I mean, she has a judo race. She's gonna be able to get takedowns here. probably. So he took down Kellen Vieira, who doesn't have bad takedown defense. I just found out last week because I bet on Mace Gilson last week, which is probably one of my worst bets ever. But yeah, here, Peña's a dog though, man. Peña will fight for your money for sure. Even though I don't think he won that Raquel Pennington fight, he was able to use her grappling there and out-grapple Pennington early in the early rounds. And he was almost finished in the later rounds, but Pennington just has negative fight IQ like most of these other fighters. She lost to Amanda Nunes in the rematch. Obviously, the fight was not close at all. She did beat Amanda Nunes by submission. She just I think Nunes just didn't prepare for, probably wasn't taking her serious in the first fight. Submission win were Sarah McMahon. I mean, that's really a man. I mean, I've been saying that for a while. Submission loss to Jermaine Durandamy. That was for like almost 5 years ago. I mean, that's not too bad. Jermaine Durandamy is a striker, Muay Thai striker, so you shouldn't be getting caught up in a submission by Randamy. Kill Harrison should win, man. I was looking for a reason to pick Peña. I think these odds, I think betting on Peña at these odds isn't bad, honestly, because if someone's with me. And Kelly Harrison has kind of shitty strike. I don't like Kelly Harrison striking at all. Not that Peña is like a world class striker by any means, but he's just got that dog in her. So he's gonna be going forward, trying to make stuff happen, land shots. I feel like Kelly Harrison doesn't really like getting hit all that much. Peña will stand in the fire and take shots and like return fire. So obviously Peña, maybe look at Peña plus 5.5 maybe, but I'm gonna go Kelly Harrison by submission. Like third round. Let's go third round. I think third, fourth round maybe submission for Kelly Harrison. I think he does lock in that submission. Let's go third round submission. Alright guys, let's talk about this main event. Now we got Dvalishvili, the machine, taking on Sean O'Malley. Sugar Show. I mean, I'm looking for a reason to pick Sean O'Malley here, guys. I really am. Because Merab, I've been hating on Merab. I mean, let me not say I'm not really hating on Merab, but I just don't like his style of fights. I said the same thing on Bilal Muhammad, right? Like a couple weeks back. I just don't like the way these guys go out there and fight. They do the same thing every fight. It's the same thing. Takedowns, clinch, takedowns, attempt like 30 takedowns out there. He has good cardio, obviously, like so this style works for him. Probably wouldn't work for a lot of the other fighters, like because they don't have like the same type of cardio like Merab. So he makes it work. He's got a really good chin. Merab has like his recovery is just crazy, man. The way this guy can recover is unbelievable, and he's on a huge win streak right now. I mean, he's probably the best bantamweight right now. I mean, probably in UFC history. I don't know who else is up there. Honestly, I don't know who else is up there right now than Merab. He's got to be the best bantamweight right now. Win over Umar Nurmagomedov. He was losing the early rounds, and obviously Umar broke his hand there. But Merab, he was starting to break him in the third, fourth, fifth round. Takedowns over and over. I mean, crazy pace by Merab. And then obviously beat Peter Yan. And that fight was not close at all. Sean O'Malley, man, I want to have a reason to pick Sean O'Malley because I feel like if it's close enough, he could win this fight. But Merab just right now just looks unstoppable. He just looks like a different beast, man. I don't think Sean O'Malley's stopping those takedowns. I don't know if I see Sean O'Malley stopping those takedowns at all, honestly. Like he's gonna have to like put his lights on early. If he can't do that, like or hurt him to the body, maybe you can like hurt him with that teep kick to the body, which he was able to hurt him in the fifth round. So maybe he will be staying at range, using more teep kicks up the middle, but I just think Rob's gonna push through all that and get those takedowns and do his thing. Which I hate saying that, but that's what I feel like is gonna happen. I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion on this fight. So it's gonna be Merab doing his thing. I hope we get a finish here. I really do. Because if we do, we need to see a finish on this card, man. I mean, in the main event. Last week's main event got canceled. So Sean O'Malley obviously beat Marlon Vera. I mean, he should have never got the title shot. But that was a rematch because Marlon Vera took him down, beat him up on the ground like a few years ago. Knocked out Sterling, which is honestly a really good win. And I don't think he lost to Kirian, obviously, and die poking against Pedro Munoz. I think Murav's striking is getting better, guys. I really do. I watched more tape on him this morning, and I think his striking is actually getting better. He is hittable though. He just kind of walks straight in the line. He doesn't really like move a lot. But I think he's gonna be able to walk through the shots, those body kicks, and get those takedowns. And I don't think you can like improve your takedown defense within like 8 months. 8 months is not long enough to improve your takedown defense at this point. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Marab by decision, Harrison submission, Pyfer decision, Kevin Holland KO, Patchy Mix submission, Van third round KO, Lipski decision, Cortes-Acosta KO TKO, Yo by submission. Could be a KO, that could be a knockout. Murzakanov by KO. I think Murzakanov maybe first round KO or second on. Let's do second on. Salkilld by submission, Mederos KO, and then Gustafsson by decision. So there you guys go, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and let me know what you guys think about the predictions on this card. Do you guys agree or disagree with my predictions? Let me know in the comments down below, and drop your picks in the comments down below. And I would love to see what you guys are thinking for this card. I'll be live for this card, guys. On Saturday, obviously, live for almost every single UFC card. And we also got PFL coming back next week. We have a really good PFL card next week, so a lot of MMA action coming up. We're also gonna have a contender series coming up soon in I think in August or July. Normally in August, I think. So a lot of MMA coming up, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on the channel. Appreciate you guys all watching as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Take it easy. Have a good week. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy as always. And I wish you guys all the luck on this card. Hopefully we all make money. Later, guys.